and awareness. I'm going to introduce alignment and basic activation, and I'm going to focus on resetting posture and reducing tightness in key areas. So let's get started. We're going to start on the neck. The first thing we're going to do is release the suboccipital muscles. So if you have forward head, this is going to be for you. The next two movements are going to be for you. I'm going to take a softball. You're going to put it at the base of your head, base of your skull, and you're just going to hold. You're going to find a spot of intensity between 5 and 8 out of scale of 1 to 10. And you're just going to hold it. I'm going to time this for 30 seconds. So once you find a spot, just hold and just try and relax that muscle. Let the muscle sink into the bone. This is one side of your spine, not on the spine itself, but one side of the spine. We'll go to the other side in less than 30 seconds. What's your goal here is to get it to where there's just pressure, there's no pain. Releasing is all about getting rid of trigger points, adhesions. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Let's go to the other side. And if you find that 30 seconds is not long enough, you can hold this up to 2 minutes if you'd like. You can pause the video and just hold up for 2 minutes. But we're just going to do 30 seconds. You might find that one side is tighter than the other. Spend a little bit more time on that side. If anything's tighter or weaker or more intense on one side than the other, you want to spend more time on that side to equal it out. Okay, that's 30 seconds there. Now we're going to activate the deep flexor muscles. Let me turn off my timer here. You're going to bend your knees, keep your knees bent. Your back is nice and flat. You're going to pull your stomach in just a little bit. All I want you to do is make a double chin like this. Now, if your head is so far forward that you're going like this and you can't really make a double chin, you may want to put a pillow underneath your head or something like this, say an Eric's pad, which will ease the pain. If it's painful doing this, you want to do it using an Eric's pad. So that'll minimize the amount of retraction that you need to do, and it won't hurt as much. But so you can use that. But let's get started. So just make a double chin. Try and touch the back of your neck into the floor. You won't be able to do it, but that's the cueing. So go ahead and press it down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Again. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Again. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Again. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Again. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Good, that's for forward head. The next two movements are for your calves. So you're going to take a foam roller, put it midway between your ankle and your knee, and find a spot between 5 and 8 in intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. And then you just hold. So we're trying to get it to where the muscle releases. Most people have tight calves on the outer portion of your calf. So just kind of rotate your feet out to the side, rotate that side, and just find a spot on here. And you're just going to hold it in one spot. You're not going to go back and forth. We're just holding. Just hold it here. I think I've talked for more than 30 seconds in this. So 30 seconds to 2 minutes is what you want to do. Until it releases. So it could be 30 seconds, it could be up to 2 minutes. It may not release. It may take more than one time to do this. The muscles sometimes need multiple sessions in order to release. Over time, you'll find that you'll get on here and the trigger points are gone. And that's what you eventually want. So now that we've released the calves, we're going to do a stretch for the calves. So you're going to go ahead and stand up. I like to get a chair Raise that up a little bit. You're going to go ahead and step back with one foot. Lock this back knee. Both feet are pointing straight forward. Bend the front knee until you feel a stretch in your back calf. And you're going to hold. Time is for 30 seconds here. You might want to go ahead and just squeeze this buttock too, kind of engage your glute. Anytime you can do that is a benefit. That's a kind of a pro tip there, because everybody's glutes, most people's glutes are weak. So anytime you can activate them and get them stronger, take that opportunity to do that. So you should feel this stretch in the calf, right below your knee. And let's switch sides, please. 30 seconds on each side. So we release the calf, then we're stretching the calf. Just kind of hold here, breathe normally, squeeze that back, that glute on the leg that's in back. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Now let's release your hamstrings. You're gonna need a softball to do this. You're gonna sit in a chair, and we're gonna put that softball halfway between your knee and your hamstring in the center of your thigh. And you're just gonna let the weight of your thigh sink that softball into your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Again, time this for 30 seconds. And just kind of hold this. Again, you should try to find a spot between 5 and 8. If it's not here, just slide it up a little bit further, maybe a little bit to the outside, maybe a little bit to the inside. You'll typically find a place. If you have tight hamstrings, they're overactive and they need to be released. So hold this 30 seconds to 2 minutes, or until it's just a pressure but no pain. That's 30 seconds on that side. Let's go to the other side. Hold this again for 30 seconds. And again, no going back and forth and back and forth. It's just a static hold. You want to practice also with your head up and kind of chin back anytime that you can think about it, anytime that you're doing things. Make it almost a double chin. Just sit tall. That is 30 seconds. Good. Now that we've released your hamstrings, we're going to go ahead and stretch them. So let's get you back down on the floor. Let's get you on your back. You're going to need either a towel or a stretching strap, which I have here. And you'll put your foot around the end of the stretching strap. Now, I want you to bias more towards your toes than your heels. So it's not going to be down here. It's going to be more towards your toes than it is your heel. Because what that's going to do is that's going to emphasize your calf as well as your hamstring. So you're going to get both. Lock your knee and pull it towards your chest. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Good. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. That's not good if you hold your breath. Just feel that stretch in your calf and in your hamstring. The hamstring being the muscle in the back of the thigh. Hold here. And you're going to switch legs by lifting the other leg up, slide it in, and then slide the other one out. Easy peasy. 30-second hold. Stretching should not be painful, should feel comfortable. So don't go so far that you're going, ah! It's just a comfortable stretch. But lock that knee, pull the toe towards your knee. You'll feel the stretch going down your back of your thigh and the back of your calf. That's 30 seconds. Good. The next thing I want to do is a pectoralis major release. What you're going to do, you're going to put the ball on your pec. Here's the clavicle, there's the clavicle bone here. There's a slight indentation right in there. You're going to put that right around that and against the door jamb. Or you can do it against a wall. This is easier because you can put your foot. You're just going to lean into it. And we're going to time this again for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Just kind of hold. This is good for internal shoulder rotation. So if you have that, you want to release the pec major and pec minor muscles, which are internally rotating those shoulders, causing poor posture and such. Again, hold this for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Intensity between 5 and 8 on a scale of 1 to 10, and get it into where it releases. Good. Now we're going to do it on the other side. You see, I'm probably going to disappear here for a second. Won't be able to see me as much. We're going to go again and press into it. Keep your head lifted. "30 seconds to 2 minutes. Relax. Now we'll do a wall stretch or a corner stretch for your chest. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So what you'll do is make a W with your arms, step forward with one foot, and just lean forward, keeping your head lifted, so making a double chin. Just lean forward into the wall. And that's going to stretch these muscles right here that you just released. So let's hold that for 30 seconds. Breathe. Never hold your breath. Well, for these stretches. You should feel that stretch across the front of your chest and in the front of your shoulder. And that's 30 seconds. I can stop. The next movement is a cat-cow for spinal mobility, especially if you have a sore low back. So what we'll do is on your hands and knees. Hands are right below your shoulders. Knees are right below your hips. You'll go ahead and drop your head and round your spine, pulling your hips underneath you, squeezing your butt, and pulling your stomach in. Then you're going to raise your head up and arch your back. And then just keep repeating that back and forth. So you feel the stretch in your low back here, and then up. Your head is up. And drop your head down, round your back, blow out. Then breathe in, relax your back, lift your head up. Round your back again. This is 4. We're going to do 10. Lift your head up. Round your back again. That's 5. Blow out. Lift up. Blow out. Round your back. 6. Lift up. Round your back. That's 7. Lift up. Round your back. That's 8. Lift up. Drop down. Round your back. 9. Lift up. And round your back. That's 10. And relax. The next thing we'll do is a mobilization for your ankle. So we'll step back with one foot, keep that heel on the ground, bend the knee, then come back up. Bend the knee, and come back up. It's going to activate, that's going to stretch the soleus muscles and increase the range of motion for squatting positions. Six. We'll do 10 of them on each side. Hold for a couple seconds. 7, 8. Making sure that heel stays on the ground. 9 and 10. Step back with the other foot. Step forward with that first foot. Both feet are pointing straight forward. And go. 1, 2, 3. Keep the heel on the ground to the back foot. 4. Feel that stretch all the way up that back calf. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. The next exercise we'll do is an activation for your hip flexors. We'll do is active straight leg raise. So when both legs are out straight, all you're going to do, pull your stomach in and raise one leg up, then back down. Now you don't want to go too fast. You come up and hold for a second and down. Let's keep the knees straight. 3, we'll do 6 on each side. 4, 5, and 6. Let's do the other side. 1, pull the toe towards the knee, keep the knee locked. 2, 3, 4, 5, good, 6. The next exercise are what's known as clamshells. We'll start off with imagine you're against the wall, your feet, butt, shoulders, and head are against the wall. And all you'll do is just separate the knees. So what we don't want to see is this, where you rotate your spine as you're doing it. Just keep your hips level, your hips stacked. Just go up and hold. At this particular point in time, it doesn't matter if there's resistance or a resistance band. All we're doing is looking to activate the muscle. 3, we're going to do 10 on each side. 4, hold for a couple of seconds at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to get those muscles activated, just fired up. 9 and 10, just getting used to movement. Let's switch sides. Again, head is back, knees and feet, not the knees, but the feet, butt, shoulders, and head against the wall. Imagine that. Or you could get against the wall if you wanted. So it's up. And 2, down. And 3, 2, down. 4, 2, down. 5, 2, down. 6, 2, down. 7, 2, down. 8, 2, down. 9, 2, down. And 10, 2, down. The next thing we're going to do are bridges focusing on posterior pelvic tilt. And what I mean by that is, imagine you're a scared dog hiding its tail. And so you go like this. So the very first thing you do after you bend your knees, and knees and feet are about hip width apart with your feet pointing straight forward. Arms are down by your sides. All you're going to do is do a posterior pelvic tilt, pulling that tail underneath you. Once that is activated, once you do that, squeeze your glutes and then lift them up and hold for a couple of seconds. 1, 2, down. Posterior pelvic tilt, then up. 2, 2, down. Go again. Up. 3, 2, down. Up. 4, 2, down. Post. 5, 2, down. We'll do 10. This is activating the glutes. 6, 2, down. Taking the low back out of it. 7, 2, down. 8, 2, down. 9, 2, down. And 10, 2, and stop. Good. The next exercise is to train your core. We will do what's called a dead bug with just legs. So what you do is press your lower back into the floor, do a posterior pelvic tilt. You lift legs up off the ground, knees are bent 90 degrees. And all you'll do, keeping the lower back crushed into the floor and pulling your stomach in, your belly button to your spine, you just go ahead and touch one heel to the floor, then back up. And back down and back up. And we don't want to see this. As you go down, you don't want to arch your back. Keep that lower back crushed into the floor the whole time. I think that's 6. We'll just say that's 6. 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Now let's do oblique activation. So we do what's called a modified side plank, which includes bend your knees. From knees to shoulders straight as a board. So you're going to push those hips forward, squeeze your glutes. We're going to hold this for 20 seconds. Let me get this timer started. Let's raise your hips up. First off, let's get your elbow below your shoulder. So it's not going to be out here, but it's going to be below your shoulder. Palm is facing down. Squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward. Ready? And go. Hold. Put your hand right here like this. Squeeze your glutes. 20 seconds only. Make a double chin as well. So you don't want your head to go forward like this. Pull it back. It should be in alignment with your spine. 5 seconds. And relax. Let's switch sides. Got to do both sides. Again, ready and up. Squeeze your glutes, put your stomach in, do that double chin business. Almost done, 5 seconds. And stop.